Alright, well, welcome to the first week of development of our new open world kind of RPG game, I guess. So me and Kanan are still working together on this one. Right now, I don't have anything to really like show game wise. But really all I'm doing right now is just importing things, which I can show you how I'm doing it. Is here is the GitHub kind of like files, and then here is the add-on kind of project that I made, which have all the add-ons that I could add. Um, so what we're going to be adding is multi-story dungeons, which if we hit properties, we can see that is 673 megabytes. So since GitHub can only allow 100 megabytes max per commit, it's going to take 7 commits at least. So let's go into content and let's create a new folder called multi-story dungeons. Alright, so now we basically just copy all this over, except for textures, because textures are mostly the big ones. That's 46. So like I look at all the like, yeah, okay, so this one is pretty big, so we put that in there. It's 80 megabytes. I don't think there's really much else we can add. Effects we can add, materials we can add, meshes I don't think so. Yeah, so effects and materials, we can also add that. Let's see, scenes, can't add that. Source PSD, can't add that. TD character, we can add that. And then textures, we can't. So yeah, that should be our first commit. If we go back here and check properties, that's how much we're committing out of 100. So we're using our space pretty good. So then I get open, I open GitHub Desktop, and I'm like, let's see, added multi-story dungeons, and then in brackets or parentheses I do blueprints, effects, materials, and TDC or TD character. And I put who committed it, because that's pretty much just adds the entire thing. We commit it, which adds it to the GitHub so that Kin can also work with that stuff if you wanted to. And the higher that we get, or the closer we get to the limit of 100 megabytes, the longer it takes to commit and push. So now we're just waiting for it to commit. There we go, and then we hit push. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just setting up stuff. Now I will do more of this. I'm kind of importing all the stuff that I was like, yeah, we're gonna use this. I know we're gonna use this. I'm gonna only import stuff when we need it. Cause the last time that we tried to do something like this, I imported a ton of stuff and it was 50 gigabytes right off the bat, which was not good. But this will give us enough resources to build something, and then if we need, let's say, some enemies, we go into Infinity Blade and we get those in. If we need armor, you go into Infinity Blade and get them, because if we go into here, much of the Infinity Blade stuff we're gonna use, especially adversaries, which is all the enemies and stuff. But yeah, other than that, That's pretty much all I'm doing. I have a list of stuff I want to add. Add-on wise, multi-story dungeons is one of them. Modular weapons is another one. Infinity Blade, another one. We also have Ancient Treasures and a Variety Pack. Those are two good ones. Right now, that's all I have as my to-do to import. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. As you can see here, just adding and importing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, see you next week, I guess.